Yesterday in math, we talked about number patterns and we talked about how we can follow rules to complete a number pattern. So, if I could have everybody put their devices away so we can be ready to focus. Wah, wah.
I thought it fell on it.
I'm so glad it did not.
Can I finish this battle? I thought I cried. Can I finish this battle with you?
The only problem with you finishing a battle real quick is if you finish the battle, you'll be focused on that rather than what I'm teaching, so you will miss this bit of instruction. So that's kind of the rub there. All right, so yesterday we looked at number patterns and we followed a rule to continue number patterns. So for example, if the number pattern was add 2, and we start with the number 4, then we would say 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12, and we would finish that number pattern out. Wyatt?
I was going to say I didn't do the math. Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, thanks for sharing, but you're definitely going to want to touch base on that math because we do have our test tomorrow, okay? So, and it's following number patterns. All right, so let's look at this example. Create a shape pattern by repeating the rule circle, star, square. And what is the 20th shape in this pattern? So, we could draw this pattern out until we ended up with 20 shapes. Circle, star, square. Circle, star, square. Circle, star, square. Circle, star, square. Until we get to 20 shapes. And then we could figure that out.
The 20th.
The 20th shape.
So you just got to count by 3.
Or you could divide 20 by 3. Because there are 3 shapes in this pattern. There are 3 shapes. 1, 2, 3. So we can take the number 20, because that's what it's asking for, the 20th shape, and divide it by those 3 shapes. 20 divided by 3 is 6 with a remainder of 2. That means there will be 6 complete repetitions. And when I say a repetition, I mean circle, star, square. So there'll be 6 of those. There'll be 6 circle, star, squares. Then, after it repeats those 6 times, there'll be 18 shapes. Because what is 6 times 3? 18. So if there are 18 shapes, then the last square in that pattern, the last shape in that pattern is a square. So that means the 18th shape is a square. 18th would be a square. So I need to find the 19th and the 20th. So square, and then what comes after square?
It'll be a star.
And then star. So the 20th shape is a star. Okay? So let's look at this dot pattern. 2 dots. 4 dots. 6 dots. So what does it seem like we're doing each time? Adding 2 dots is what it looks like to me. Add 2 dots each time. So the question is asking me how many dots are going to be in the 10th figure. So figure 1 has 1 column of 2 dots. So 1 times 2 is 2, right? Figure 2 has 2 columns of 2 dots. 1 column, 2 columns. 4 dots. Figure 3 has how many columns? Here, 1 column, 2, 1, 2, 3 columns of dots. So it's going to have 6 dots. So the 10th figure will have how many columns? 10. 2 dots in each column. So there will be 20 dots. Okay, let me show you another example. Now my pattern is triangle, shape, hexagon. Sorry, I said shape. Triangle, square, hexagon. Triangle, square, hexagon. So that's what would continue. Triangle, square, hi.
It's hard to draw.